Welcome back. You're still watching Nile Cruise, and now it's time to talk more about the post-revolution media boom in Egypt, which has prompted some distrust over the ownership and the calls for more stringent regulation, despite efforts for improved freedom of speech and, of course, the media outlets. And tonight is here Dr. Yassin, the professor of public opinion, the Faculty of Mass Communication of Cairo University. Hello, doctor.
Welcome. It's nice to be with you.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you, Doctor. And the beginning, the issue of the editorial quality and also the ethics of journalism is a big concern today, as we've seen a lot of facts that are placed on the several maybe magazines and up to satellite channels that are really baseless and are not even correct. So if you can give us more highlights about this main concern.
Well, during revolutions, societies pass through a transitional period. During this transitional period, you can expect the unexpected, everything can happen. If you look at the case of the Egyptian society right now, the case of Syria, Libya, Yemen, Tunisia, and the history of revolutions around the world, you can find this case of instability. And because the society is changing, people are, willing to express their points of view. People are looking for more freedom. And in my point of view, as a professor of communication and public opinion, the freedom of the mass media has been given to the mass media because of one reason, because of the right of the people to have a free media to defend their interests, to have a free media able to defend their interests. If the media doesn't play this role, the freedom of the mass media will be on the stake. In my point
But
of
is
view,
this correct, Doctor, to have a biased opinion to protect or defend specific interests for a specific group?
well, there is a slight difference between an opinion and an opposite opinion and a biased opinion. If someone is, holding an opinion and holding this opinion strongly and defending it, so we can call him a hardcore, defending the opinion strongly.
Yes.
And when you defend an opinion strongly, bias will be the first thing to be attached to you.
Yes.
So we can express different opinions, and when we express different opinions, we have the right to defend our opinions, to present, facts, to say our opinion is correct for so and so and so. And I think that the Egyptian media is playing this role very well right now. We are blaming the media and forgetting that the society itself is not stable, is running into running the wrong way, is running in the wrong alley. The Egyptian society in general, economics, politics, political parties, army, people, everything is in a state of unbalance, and this will take a period of time. The Egyptian media is part of the society. Those people who are working in the media, they are Egyptians, belong to this society. They have their own. Yes, they are more educated, more enlightened. They have their own biases, their own opinions. But I noticed that in the Egyptian media, both the private channels and the state television, when they bring someone from this side, they bring another one from this side. When they bring two from this side, I bring another two from this side. And I think that the people who belong to, although I am not against and not pro, but let me tell the truth as a professor, the people of Freedom and Justice Party, they have, I would like to ask them how many, official speakers for the party, about 100 official speakers, and they are trained to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and give no chance to anybody else, and also always complain. This is, a strategy in order to make this media afraid and make this media feel that they are playing the role. Although we have the best commentators. I toured the world, 38 countries I visited. Okay, and I was educated in the States, and I met Dan Razar. Dan Razar is #1 commentator in Egypt right now. He was the second after Walter Cronkite when I was over there.
Yes.
when I was a student, yeah. But we have the best media people. We educated the media in the Middle East, and if we have the chance to practice our role the right way, and we have the suitable circumstances, I think the Egyptian media and the Egyptian communication and Egyptian channel will dominate the area, maybe will dominate the world, you know. I am biased to the Egyptian media for sure because I am an Egyptian. But let me tell you the truth. When someone attack you, you are sensitive to attack. So this is the case. The Egyptian media are founding itself. What is bad about talking about the other opinion? We have people who do not believe, who do not listen, who do not are not likely to listen to other opinion.
Mm-hmm.
They are very sensitive to criticism. Politicians should be able to accept criticism because he is a public figure. He is working for the country. There are people, he is representing all the people. Any politician, you know. So he has to accept both points of view and discuss it and talk about it and with open mind discuss the issues which are on the stake.
But doctor, what about the limits of the freedom itself here in the media outlets of Egypt? Do you think that there should be some kind of a limit for them?
In my point of view,
Yes.
I think a year ago on the Delta TV, I said in my point of view there is no limits for the freedom of the media. The limit is one thing: Allah, the holy books, and the messengers of Allah. What is after this, including the president of the republic before Morsi come to power?
Yes.
They can discuss him. They can talk, but politely, you know.
Can be criticized.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, can be. Yes, he is not God.
Yes.
Any president, any king is not God.
But that was
the
not
only
case,
the only
in
to
Hosni Mubarak's case.
even God, well, Hosni Mubarak is a different case. That's
Yeah.
why we made the revolution.
Yes.
That's why we slipped in Tahrir. That's why we got shots over here. That's why we got cuts over here.
That's the
You know, during the revolution. So Hosni Mubarak is a different case. Now we are in New Egypt. Egypt after the 25th of January revolution. Yes, what we are living in right now is not the best condition. Is not better than before. Maybe worse than before. Prices are getting high. Health is worse. Education is bad. No hole in Egypt streets has been paved from 25th of January till now. But we hope that things will go for the better because we know that there is a transitional period, transitional area, and this transition, you know, science touch everything, especially communication, especially channels, especially media.
You mentioned the opinion must be mentioned without any sort of limits. But when you're saying opinions, do you mean the guest's opinions or the presenter's opinion? Because there is a trend where the presenters are presenting their opinion, and what we have learned is that media is all about objectivity when it comes to a presenter. He should not be revealing his opinion with an intense tone that might lead people to become more angry or frustrated about certain issues.
You know, when I was educated in the United States, I was taking a course about the objectivity of the news, or news objectivity, or making news, and the first class was about objectivity, news, objective news. But we have commentators. The commentators can express their points of view. Why I prevent him from expressing his point of view, and another channel expresses a different point of view, so the people can see here and can see here. About say 50 years ago, we have about 40 years ago, we have a world report about the press and the media in the world, written by Sir MacDonald and a committee of 11, and they said when there is one ring in the town, you can hear only one tune. They are expressing the ring of the church.
Yes.
So you can hear one tune. When there is one adhan in the town, we say you can hear only one adhan, one tune.
Yes.
But when you have many adhans, when you have many rings, when you have many singers, when you have many players, many opinions, you can listen to different points of view. And from these different points of view, you can choose the point of view which
That you like.
is available to you. Yes, we are not able to differentiate sometimes between what's right and what's wrong. The media are not just educators to the people. This is the way to do it, and I think the people who are trying to jump over authority right now and jump over the media and limit the freedom of the media right now are willing to do this. This is the way to think. This is the way they would like to put us in stereotypes according to their image and the way life is running. No, people are different. We have educated people in this country. We have people who can think for the world in this country. And as I know, the strongest countries in the world are seeking the help of the Egyptian thinkers in order to solve some problems to them. Okay, and I can name some of them to you. Now, if you like to prevent the media or the media people from expressing their point of view, this is unfair. You are an announcer. You are presenting a program or a talk show, and you would like to present your point of view. Why not? And discuss this point of view. Other partners should do the same thing. Okay, and I think
the old school is about more or less about hiding your
forget about
emotional
schools
aspects
because
and
now we are in the age of changing everything in the Egyptian media. Forget about all the
How do you
schools
evaluate the private and the Egyptian television?
well,
of them.
you mean
Today, after the revolution and after the expecting the unexpected, like you mentioned.
the state-owned television. The state-owned television likes to be balanced, you know, trying to seek balance in presenting different points of view, balance in selecting the guests who are coming to speak, balancing
But
in
Doctor, it was always criticized for being following the people who are in power, for to be a voice for former President
you
Mohammed
were
Hosni
you
Mubarak,
you were
yes.
criticized,
Yeah,
and
but it's now being
now-
criticized as well because being
You know,
following the Muslim Brotherhood
the
and
sensitivity
new
of what
minister.
you did before
Yes.
is
Following. In the
back of the mind,
is
yes.
clinging to the back of the minds of the people. So I think the Egyptian television is from the days of Tariq al-Mahdi. You know, I know this man and I sit down with him in his office in Maspiro many times, and from this time they are trying to present the view and the other point. You know, Tariq al-Mahdi during the revolution, he gave me the permission to appear on the news and declare the first announcement of the revolution. And those guys in Tahrir called me, yes, we disagree on some parts, please delay it. And Tariq al-Mahdi is still alive. I was going to appear on the revolution on the Egyptian television, state television, channel 1, and say and read the first declaration of the 25th of January revolution. But some people in Tahrir called me, Yassin, delay it a little bit time because we have some changes. So there is a trend to express the points of view of different people. There is you know, an intention to do this, but there are always some pressures on you. Pressures on the president to give decisions in a specific way. Pressures on the Minister of Information. All pressure on you. Pressure on me when I am talking right now. Okay, I'm putting in my mind that I am Egyptian and I'm working for the welfare of the society, so I have to give my points of view and the state of in which we are living and all this sort of
balanced views. Yes.
you know. So we are looking for balance, but balance is sometimes unreachable. You know,
Isn't there
so,
a bit
you know,
of freedom now, the space for you to talk
yes, there
without
is.
pressure?
There is.
Maybe for
Yeah,
the president,
I
for the
can
minister, and for
smell
you?
I can smell freedom
Yes.
in the Egyptian media. I can watch it, and you know, with all this propaganda about the Egyptian media, and the media is the reason for the ills of the society and all for all this bad
Yes,
things
this is
which
the kind
happen.
of criticism I was
No,
talking about.
this is a good sign, and this is you know, good signs, and I think a year from now, maybe 2 years from now, we will have a better media, and I think we will be able to take our role again in the world, and I will see you and him and the other guys, you know, taking their